Hello, Camila. Good evening. How are you?
Hi, teacher. I'm fine, thanks.
Awesome. How was your day so far?
Um, was exhausted.
Exhausting. Okay. A lot of work.
A lot study
Okay.
class.
So you start very early, I can imagine, right?
Mm, a veces.
Sometimes. Okay. But still, I know school life is not easy. Been there, but I can only imagine, right?
Yes.
Okay. Awesome. So for me, I was busy. I always have meetings because of my job. I have to be in constant checkup with the progress of my projects. So I'm always having a conference or a meeting. Okay. So I'm used to that. That being said, I wanted to ask you if you had the opportunity to check Pearson and the assignments already given. Did you have a chance to check the platform?
Yes, yes. Hice algunas asignaciones, no todas, pero sí
Okay.
la
So,
mayoría.
so you started working, right? You worked some already. Okay, awesome. That's good news. Yes. Okay. So you're still working on it. That's perfect. Today, what's going to happen is we're going to complete the first unit of this module, and then tomorrow we start a new unit. Okay.
Okay.
So let's get to it. Okay. We have a lot of things to learn today. So give me just a second. It seems like the internet is working better, which is good. Yesterday was just bad. Okay, so let me show you my screen. Okay, so the past continuous. And I'm pretty sure we have discussed this yesterday. You are familiar with the past continuous, correct?
Sorry.
You are familiar with the past continuous forms.
No, creo que no.
No? Okay. No
No.
te preocupes. That's what we're going to learn today. Okay. An example. The past continuous, we have a dialogue. Siempre cuando tenemos A, B, eso significa que es un diálogo. Person A, person B. Person A, how was your flight? It's a question. Terrible. A little boy was kicking my seat the whole time. Okay. So, okay, that looks like a 5 a.m., but that's Sam. Was Sam waiting for you at the airport? It's a question. Yes, he was. Ok. Entonces, aquí tenemos dos ejemplos. Uno como pregunta y otro como statement. Ok. Como una respuesta en tipo de statement. ¿Qué es lo que tenemos aquí? Past continuous significa que tenemos un verbo en forma de pasado continuo. Le agregamos al verbo la forma ing. In this case, terrible. A little boy was kicking my seat the whole time. Eso significa que lo estaba haciendo en tiempo pasado, ¿correcto? Ese sí. Esta combinación de was y kicking sería el past continuous. Ahora, como respuesta, ¿verdad? Aquí como pregunta, empezaríamos con was para empezar nuestra pregunta. Was Sam waiting for you at the airport? Ok. Entonces mi past continuous es was waiting. Ok. Y eso es lo que significa más que nada. Ahora, vamos a entrar a más detalles sobre diferentes explicaciones que tenemos aquí. Are you ready?
¿También se utiliza el were o solo el was?
Ah, correcto. Pero ¿por qué lo usaríamos? ¿En qué forma?
Ese es para tercera persona, creo. No, es para we, si no me equivoco, they.
Plural, right?
Yes.
Ok, plural. Y también segunda persona. You were. ¿Correcto? Porque tenemos primera, segunda, perdón, primera persona, segunda persona y tercera persona. Y plurales. El were lo usaríamos en segunda persona y en plurales. ¿Correcto?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So let's go over the first explanation, okay? Are you ready?
Yes.
To form the past continuous, we use was or were plus the ing form of the verb. We use the past continuous to show an action that was continuing in the past.
How was your flight? Terrible. A little boy was kicking my seat the whole time. The mother and the little boy were talking all the time. I hate that.
Okay. So, any questions?
No.
Okay, perfect. Now let's go over the second explanation.
To make the negative, put not after was or were.
A little boy was kicking my seat. The little boy wasn't sleeping.
He and his mother were talking. They weren't watching the movie.
Okay, so we have two examples. In this case, we need to be careful on how to use the not. And what we are looking here at is the not is in between was and the continuous form of the verb. Okay, you can use a contraction. Wasn't sleeping. Okay, weren't watching the movie. Any questions?
No.
No? Easy, right?
To make questions in the past continuous, we change the order. We often answer with a short answer.
Sam was waiting for Kate at the airport. Was Sam waiting for Kate at the airport?
Was Sam waiting for you at the airport?
Yes, he was.
Was your bag waiting for you?
No, it wasn't.
Okay. So what he's telling us here is that we change the order if we have a question. We start with was or were. Then we have our noun, nuestro sustantivo, and then the continuous form of the verb. Okay?
¿Qué podría ser un sustantivo? ¿No es un sujeto? El que va en medio del was y del waiting.
Una oración está compuesta de un sujeto y un predicado, ¿correcto? Ok. En sí, tu sujeto, tu subject está compuesto por varias cosas. Puede ser simple como solamente Sam. Pero nuestro sustantivo, nuestro noun, es un objeto, es una persona, es una cosa, etcétera. un nombre sólido sin título, necesariamente.
Ya entendí. Ay,
¿Ok? Porque recuerda que nuestras oraciones, sujeto, predicado, pero así es como dividimos una oración completa. Si hacemos el desglose de las pequeñas partes, tenemos un noun, tenemos prepositions, we have the present perfect, and so on, depending on what we're analyzing, okay? Solamente para estar seguros, recuerda que este es tu noun. Pudiera ser otra cosa. Puedes ponerlo solamente como un pronombre, a pronoun. Por ejemplo, was he waiting for Kate at the airport? Significa lo mismo. Si ya sabes que ese he es Sam. Ok. Y tenemos un dialogue. Ok. So was Sam waiting for you at the airport? Yes, he was. Was your bag waiting for you? No, it wasn't. Okay.
Okay.
So what is your noun here? Bag. Okay.
Ok, pero también va un your. ¿Siempre va?
Este es un pronombre de posesión.
Ok.
Ok. Todos tienen un nombre. Por ejemplo, este es un noun, este es un pronoun y este es un possessive pronoun.
Ya entendí.
Si gustas, podemos platicar eso a más detalle en la próxima clase para poder identificar todos los componentes de nuestras oraciones, ¿correcto? Okay. And we have a short answer. No, it wasn't. Okay. Good. Let's go now for number 4. You ready?
Yes.
To make information questions in the past continuous, put the question words who, what, where, and when before was or were and the subject.
Sam was waiting for Kate. Where was Sam waiting for Kate? What was Kate doing in New York?
She was at a national meeting.
Who was Kate helping?
Her brother.
Okay. Any questions here?
No.
Fairly easy, and we know this, right? Y estos les llamamos WH questions. Who, what, where, when. Y también tenemos why y tenemos how. Aunque how empieza con H o W, se considera también una pregunta, o se usa también como un auxiliar para hacer una pregunta y se le llama también WH.
Ok.
Okay. And don't forget, you're using this information. What was doing in New York? Okay, so my noun is Kate. What was Kate doing in New York? Okay. No importa. Puedes empezar con una WH question and then you complement your past continuous. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Okay. 5.
Who and what can also be the subject of the question.
What was happening in New York?
Lots of things.
Who was bothering you?
A lady on my flight. She was talking all the time.
Okay. Now check it out. Who and what can also be the subject of the question. Okay. So pretty much you can use this WH auxiliary to start your subject. Okay?
Okay.
And that's it. That's fairly easy. But let's do some work, okay? We need to put into test what we just learned. Give me just a second. Let me just open up the exercises.
En el pasado no se utiliza el do, ¿verdad?
Tal vez, dependiendo del contexto. Por ejemplo, si quieres decir qué estabas haciendo o qué estaba haciendo él, ¿cómo lo pondrías? ¿Cómo lo estructurarías tú? Por ejemplo, si empezamos con una pregunta WH, mira.
What was
Mm,
you doing?
por ejemplo, lo tenemos aquí, ¿va? Podemos decir what was she doing? Ok.
Yes.
Entonces aquí ya podemos usar como quien dice el do. Oops. That's not what I want. There. Y creo que tu pregunta más viene si puedo empezar así, ¿no? Mi pregunta.
Yes.
Ok. No. Usualmente do como auxiliar lo usamos cuando hacemos una pregunta en el presente. Do you know Mark?
Yes.
Ahora si quiero hacerlo en el pasado. Did you know Mark?
Okay.
Okay.
Sí.
Got it? Okay. Perfect. Let me close the whiteboard really fast. Now let's go into the exercise. So past continuous number 1. Read each dialogue. Type the correct form of the verb into the blank. You must also add a subject. Okay, so remember what we learned. You have to use these verb in parentheses. Now, help me read the whole dialogue, okay? And give me the answer so I can type it, okay?
Okay. What were you doing at night last night? At night?
Kate le pregunta a Luis y Luis está contestando, ¿no? En primera persona.
I was.
Okay.
What? Watching TV?
Television.
Yes, television.
Okay. Number 2.
Chris, were you working in the office last Friday? No, I wasn't working at the office. I was working at home.
Okay.
Kate, where were you? You're late. I'm sorry. I was making a phone call.
Okay.
Who was talking? Who was talking you to?
Who was talking to you? Okay. Entonces, Luis le está preguntando a Kate. Y en este caso, si Luis le pregunta a Kate, Kate es una segunda persona. ¿Es correcto usar was?
Who were talking?
Ok. ¿Y te acuerdas en la estructura de nuestro pronoun? ¿Dónde quedaría? En medio de el pasado del verbo ser, nuestro verbo conjugado en la forma continua. Entonces sería, who were you talking to? Okay. Who were you talking to? I was talking to Eva in New York.
Yes, tú y el talking lleva una L.
Oh, sorry, my type, my bad. Oh, I was going to make another mistake there.
Maggie isn't at home. What was she doing now?
Maggie isn't at home. Okay, so what is the answer here? What?
What was she doing now?
Okay,
Still at school.
she's still at school, okay.
Maggie was at school until 8 last night. What what she no was she doing?
Okay, like this. All right, so we have completed the exercise. Let's go back to the instruction. Type the correct form of the verb into the blank. You must also add a subject. Ok. Entonces la instrucción no nos dice específicamente en pasado continuo, pero estamos asumiendo que todo es en pasado continuo, ¿correcto?
Yes.
Ok. So are you ready?
Hay que borrar en el 4 el tú. Were you talking?
Oh, too redundant, right? Okay.
I think.
All right, let's do it. Okay, so 5 out of 6. What happened here? Maggie isn't at home. What was she doing now? She's still at school. Y eso era lo que te comentaba. Aquí dice, type the correct form of the verb into the blank. You must also add a subject. Now, estamos asumiendo que todo es en pasado continuo, pero si revisamos el contexto, estamos hablando del presente. Laura le dice a Paul, Maggie isn't at home en esos momentos. Pero Laura le pregunta, what is she doing now? Y Paul le contesta, well, she's still at school. Entonces, específicamente, este diálogo no está en el pasado continuo. Está en el presente continuo. ¿Ok? Good. All right. So, let's see. Do we have another assignment here? Okay. Yes. Give me just a second. Let me show you the screen. This one is actually very easy. Let's see. All right. Past continuous number 2. Read each dialogue and choose a correct answer. So you just have to choose the correct answer. Number 1.
Hi Dave. How was your trip to Hawaii? It It was a great trip, but I'm glad to be back.
Okay.
2. I saw you in your office last night. Were you working late? Yes, I was.
Okay. Number 3.
What were you doing? I I I was preparing a presentation.
4.
Were you and Frankie at school today? Yes, we yes, we were at school. We come home at 4 o'clock.
Okay.
What what were you doing? At 5 o'clock, I was studying and Frankie was watching television.
Okay. 6.
Your plane arrived at -9. Was Chris waiting for you at the airport? No, he wasn't.
Okay. 7.
Laura was waiting for me at the airport. I was really happy to see her.
Okay. So you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Let's see. Beautiful. 100. Yeah, I told you it was easy. Okay.
Me confunde el did todavía.
El did. ¿En dónde, perdón?
Por ejemplo, en la 2. Did you work?
Oh, esto está mal escrito. Solamente lo hicieron a propósito.
Porque did significaría haciendo tú trabajando.
No. No. Did, recuerda que lo usamos para, primero que nada, cuando tenemos do o did, los usamos como auxiliares para empezar una pregunta. Vale. Pero no podemos usar una pregunta en pasado con did y continuous para empezar, ¿sale? Entonces, esto está mal.
Okay.
No podemos ponerlo así. No podemos empezar una pregunta en forma continua con did. Por eso usaríamos el verbo ser.
Yes.
¿Vale? Ok, no te preocupes. Todo es cuestión de práctica. Ok.
Okay.
All right. We just need our brain to get used to it. All right, let's go now to the second part of the grammar. Now let's see. Oh, awesome. Interesting. All right, past tense review. Review of the past tense. I arrived at the airport. Kate didn't arrive at Kennedy Airport. Luis and Kate were at a party last night. Y esto es lo que le llamamos past tense. Pasado simple. Simple past. Arrived, or in the negative form, didn't arrive or didn't arrive, and were. Okay. Now, these are just some fast examples. Let's go into details. Are you ready?
Yes.
We use the simple past tense to talk about events in the past.
I arrived at the airport. Sam waited for me at the baggage claim. Kate lost her suitcase. Louise and Kate were at a party last night.
Remember, we formed the simple past tense of regular verbs by adding d or ed to the simple form of the verb. For irregular verbs, we don't add ed in the past tense. You have to learn the irregular forms.
Okay. Any questions?
No.
Okay. So remember, simple past. Something that happened and is gone. It is done. Okay. And remember, we have verbs that are regular and irregular. For example, arrive, simple present, or the base form, or arrived, simple past. Now, arrive is just a regular verb as well as waited. Lost is an irregular verb because it lost its original form, as well as were. Okay. Regular, regular, irregular, or regular.
¿Cuál es el presente del verb? Be?
Be, yes. El verbo ser. Okay.
I get it.
Y aquí no lo dice, ¿verdad?
Yes.
Y son muchos verbos. Sin embargo, los principales es importante saberlos de memoria. Yo te puedo ayudar a proporcionar una lista para que los tengas en mente, ¿vale?
Please.
Okay, let me take a note so that I can share. Okay, then I forget. Okay. Just a second. All right, let's go now to the second one.
To make negative statements, we use did not or didn't and the simple form of the verb. Negative statements are formed in the same way for regular and irregular verbs.
Kate arrived at Kennedy Airport.
Kate didn't arrive at LaGuardia Airport.
She went to Manhattan.
She didn't go to Boston.
In the negative form, didn't go to Boston. Okay. Y por eso se le llaman irregulares. Go en su forma base y en el pasado son diferentes. Any questions?
¿Se usa siempre el did, didn't?
If you're talking about the negative form.
Solo
I'm sorry.
para negativos, ¿no ves?
Para negativo, pues tienes que usarlo, ¿verdad? Pero recuerda, si vas a usar la forma negativa para hacer una afirmación, en este caso, she didn't go to Boston. Usarías tu auxiliar did para convertir este verbo en negativo. y este verbo ya no cambiaría, al igual que este. No es una pregunta, es una confirmación, es un statement.
Ok. Y si yo diría she not goes, go, ay, no sé, no me acuerdo el negativo de go, pero she not go. ¿Cuál es el negativo de go? Goes.
Te lo voy a poner más fácil. Vamos a ver. Vamos a regresar a nuestro whiteboard. Ok. Si puedes ver la pantalla, ¿va? Si yo quiero decir que Laura fue a la escuela, Laura went to school. Recuerda, estamos hablando de el verbo,
Go.
uy, ajá. En este caso, verb, estamos hablando de go. Laura went to school. Si yo quiero decir Laura no fue a la escuela, Laura didn't go to school. ¿Ok?
Y si yo digo Laura not went to school, ¿eso está mal?
Didn't went to school?
Si no utilizo el didn't, si le pongo el not,
Oh,
no.
it's incorrect.
Ok.
It's incorrect. You need the did for a negative statement. Okay? And these form, the first one would be, oops. Okay, this would be in the simple past. Okay, and this one would be in the negative tense. Hay una diferencia diferente. Negative, simple past. ¿Y qué más hemos aprendido?
Con past continuous. Laura was going to school.
Ok, ¿y esto sería qué? Past continuous.
Past continuous.
Okay. Ahora, si quiero hacer una pregunta, was Laura going to school, right? Is a question in the past continuous. Okay. Y si quiero agregarle una WH, ¿qué le pondría? Where was Laura going to school? Okay.
Okay.
And I put it here in Spanish. Boom, there. So we can play with these words a lot, right?
Yes.
Okay, beautiful. Don't forget to take a picture as a reference.
Yes, le saqué foto.
Okay, perfect. So now let's continue. Number 3. Are you ready?
Yes.
To make yes-no questions, we use did and the simple form of the verb. Yes-no questions are formed in the same way for regular and irregular verbs. Notice the order of the words.
Did Kate like her present?
Yes, she liked it a lot.
Did the airlines find Kate's bag?
Yes, they found it on Saturday.
Okay. So, yes. Remember you mentioned that you had questions with did? Okay. So here we have a beautiful example. We use did and the simple form of the verb. Simple form or the base form. Like, find. Okay.
Okay.
This is a simple form of a question, but it's also considered a yes no question. Okay. Yes, yes. And then yes, she liked it a lot. Yes, they found it on Saturday. Pero fíjate en el contexto. Estamos hablando de Kate y aquí estamos hablando de la aerolínea, the airline. Okay. 4. You ready?
Yes.
We can answer a yes-no question with a long answer or a short answer.
Did you miss your flight?
Yes, I missed it by about 10 minutes.
Did Sam meet you at the airport?
Yes, he did.
Okay. Any questions? Now, here what they're telling us, we have yes, no questions, right? Yes, she liked it a lot. Yes, they found it on Saturday. This question is not short. It's actually long because you're giving an explanation. Now for this one, these examples are short answers. Did you miss your flight? Yes, I missed it by about 10 minutes. Esta es una respuesta larga. En el segundo ejemplo, did Sam meet you at the airport? Yes, he did. That's a short answer.
Yes.
Okay.
I get it.
All right. 5. Ready?
Use the contraction didn't for negative short answers.
Did you meet any cute guys at the conference?
No, I didn't.
Maybe next time.
Okay. A terrible example, but yes, that's how it is. Okay. Oops, I had raining. Okay. 6. You ready?
Yes.
To make information questions, add question words and change the order of the words like this.
They arrived late. When did they arrive?
They found her suitcase. Where did they find her suitcase?
Remember, there are 2 forms of questions with who and what.
Who met Kate at the airport?
Sam met her at the baggage claim.
Who did Kate meet in New York?
She met a lot of new people from her company.
Okay. Short questions, long answers, you name it. Okay. Information questions. That means that you need information back. Okay. Any questions about number 6, Camila?
No entendí la pregunta. No entendí por qué le puso did.
Did. Aquí. Ok. Bueno, perfecto. Vamos a revisarlo. Pero vamos a empezar desde el principio. La instrucción nos dice, to make information questions. Estamos hablando de preguntas sobre información.
Yes.
Ok. Y nos dice aquí, agrega palabras a tu pregunta. Add question words. And change the order of the words like this. En este ejercicio lo que hicieron fue retrabajar el statement y le hicieron una pregunta. ¿correcto?
Ujú.
Ahora, ¿por qué pusieron did? Porque necesitan convertir este verbo en pasado. ¿Recuerdas? Estamos hablando del pasado. Past tense. Por eso usan el did.
Ok.
Vamos a hacer algo. Ok. Te voy a dar un statement. He was playing soccer at the park. Ok. Y este es un statement, ¿verdad? Y es en el pasado continuo.
Ujú.
Ahora, puedo convertir esta pregunta, este statement, perdón, en una pregunta en pasado simple. ¿Cómo puedo hacerla en simple past tense? ¿Cómo lo puedo hacer? ¿Cómo reestructuraría este statement?
Was he playing so? No. Was,
Si lo quiero hacer en simple, no en
did
pasado. Ajá.
did
He,
he play soccer at the park?
yes. Ahora, si le quiero agregar una palabra con WH en mi pregunta, ¿cómo cambiaría esta estructura?
Where
Ok. Did he play soccer?
yes.
Es una pregunta y esta también es una pregunta. Ok. Así, ¿no?
Yes.
Ok.
I get it now.
Awesome. That's good news. All right. So let's go into number 7. Are you ready?
Yes, but I can see nothing.
Sorry. Okay.
We often use adverbs of time with the simple past tense to show when an action or event happened.
Luis and Kate were at a party last night. Anna went to Brazil last year. Yesterday, Kate lost her suitcase. A few days ago, Kate went to New York.
Okay. So now we're talking about adverbs of time. ¿Cuáles son nuestros adverbs of time? Last night, last year, yesterday, a few days ago, algunos días, hace algunos días. ¿Ok? Pero no solamente estamos hablando de adverbs of time. We often use adverbs of time with the simple past. ¿Ok?
Yes.
Por ejemplo, esta es un statement. Estamos confirmando algo. Y dice así, Luis and Kate were at a party last night. ¿Ok? El pasado simple del verbo ser, ¿correcto? Anna went to Brazil last year. Yesterday, comma, Kate lost her suitcase. A few days ago, comma, Kate went to New York. Questions? No?
Two.
Don't forget to take a picture.
Yes.
8. You ready?
Yes.
Adverbs of time can come at the beginning or at the end of a sentence.
Luis and Kate were at a party last night. Last night, Luis and Kate were at a party.
Kate lost her suitcase yesterday. Yesterday, Kate lost her suitcase.
Muy bien. Entonces, en estos dos ejemplos, número 7 y número 8, estamos hablando de adverbs of time, pero también estamos hablando del orden, si vienen al principio de un statement o vienen al final. ¿Qué pasa si están al principio de un statement? Tenemos que dividirlos con una coma. ¿Qué pasa si los ponemos al final? Nada, no tienes que agregar nada. ¿Ok? Solamente es importante saber la diferencia. Y créeme, esto va a estar en el TOEFL. Okay. Yes, it will. Trust me. Okay. So if there's no questions, let's do some exercises. All right, let me see. All right. Good stuff. Now, past tense review. Read each dialogue, click on the box and choose the correct answer. Okay, so let's do it.
Did you go to history class last Friday? Yes, I did. Did you? I was in the library last night, but I didn't see you. I was on the second floor. Didn't, yes. Louis, you missed the meeting this morning. What happened to you? I'm sorry, Laura. My train was late. Your train was late? I can see the option, teacher. Where?
Okay.
Where an accident? There was an accident. Was there an accident?
Okay.
Yes, there was an accident on the Green Line. How was your trip there? Great. What does go? What did? ¿Qué significa got, did, get, and get?
Oh, got is the past of get.
¿Y qué significa get?
Obtener, de conseguir. Look at the comments. How was your trip, Dad? This is Frankie. And
Yes.
Paul is Frankie's father. Great. A present for you in London. Here. Oh, wow. Thanks, Dad.
I got a present for you in London here.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Thanks, Dad. who went to London with you? I'm not sure.
Ok.
¿Y qué significa la primera opción?
Who goes? Por
Is
ejemplo,
go.
si quieres conjugar el verbo go como tercera persona de ir, he goes, she goes, it goes, tienes que agregarle la E y la S, ¿correcto?
Right. So, two people from my company went with me, Chris and Clara. Hi, honey. Did you make dinner? No, I didn't. Let's go out for dinner tonight.
Ok, 8.
Where should we go for dinner? How about Enrico's? No, we went there. We went there last Saturday.
Okay, last Saturday. Ah, good job. 8 out of 8, no problem. Okay,
Okay.
so now let's go into the last part of the grammar section. Give me just a sec. And this one is a little bit more challenging. Past tense sequences. First, Kate forgot her briefcase and had to go back to the hotel. Kate was calling the office when Sam arrived at the airport. When I forgot my briefcase, I had to go back to the hotel. So pretty much we're just stating what happened first and we have a result. Everything in the past. Okay?
Okay.
Let's look at the explanation. Are you ready?
¿Qué significa sequences?
Secuencias.
Okay.
Sequences, okay. Number 1.
We can use first to begin a sequence of events. We use then, next, after, that, or finally to talk about the things that happen next.
First, Kate forgot her briefcase and had to go back to the hotel. Then she missed her flight and she had to wait for the next flight. After that, she got on another flight. She sat next to a lady who talked a lot. Finally, she landed, but her bag wasn't at the baggage claim.
Note, all of the main verbs are in the simple past tense.
Entonces, acabamos de hacer una secuencia en el pasado simple. Pero, ¿en qué consiste esa secuencia? Por ejemplo, first, primero. Then, entonces. After that, después de eso. And finally, finalmente. This is your sequence. Okay?
Yes.
All right. Number 2, you ready?
Use the past progressive with when and the simple past tense. This shows that one action stops or interrupts a second action.
Kate was calling the office when Sam arrived at the airport. Kate was running through the airport when she lost her shoe.
Use when to introduce the simple past action.
Kate was calling the office when Sam arrived at the airport. Kate was running through the airport when she lost her shoe.
This means, first, Kate was calling the office. Then Sam arrived at the airport. First, Kate was running. Then she lost her shoe.
Okay. Any questions?
No.
No? Remember, past progressive with when and the simple past tense. Kate was calling the office when Sam arrived at the airport. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Let's do some exercises and then we call it a day. Okay. Past tense sequence, number 1. Read each question and choose the correct answer. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay,
Kate,
number 1.
Kate arrived at the airport around 9 a.m. Then
Okay. Number 2.
¿Qué significa into?
Dentro de.
And purse,
Bolso. Purse.
entonces es after she looked.
Okay. Number 2.
When Kate looked into her purse, she didn't see her wallet.
3.
Kate remembered that her wallet was in her office. Then she called Sam. Sam drives quickly to the airport. He did bring Kate's wallet. Kate got her wallet from Sam. After that, she ran to the airplane.
6.
When Kate was running to the plane, she lost her shoe. Kate want to sleep on the plane, but two passengers were talking very loudly.
Loudly. Okay. 8.
Kate couldn't sleep, so she watched TV and worked on her laptop.
Worked.
Worked.
Good. Okay. So you ready?
Yes.
Okay. 6 out of 8. So, all right. Sam drove quickly to the airport. He brought Kate's wallet. Brought is the past simple of bring. Okay.
Agree.
And, oh, here. Kate arrived at the airport around 9 a.m. Okay. Then she looked into her purse. So this is a period also. Okay. So it's a sequence.
¿Qué significa bring?
Traer.
Thank you.
Okay. Traer consigo. Don't forget to take pictures as a reference so you can practice. And any more questions?
No.
Okay. So that's it for tonight. Okay. Don't forget to complete your exercises. Okay. And before you go, could you help me with the daily survey?
Listo.
Okay. Thank you so much, Camila. Have a great night, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Good night.
Good night.